Let me know when I'm live. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the CU Rec Center for a new season for the D1 men's hockey squad here at CU. My name's Alex Roberts. I'm joined by my co-hosts Jared Miller and Aiden Glockner, as always, and we are so excited to bring you coverage of this D1 team once again. Good evening, guys. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I love hockey more than anything else, and
I love hockey too.
Just being back in hockey season, I'm having a blast. Last game for the D2 team was a blast.
You want to take me through that real quick?
Denver came out strong, took a 1-0 lead early in the first. Nothing else in the rest of the first. A minute into the second, they take a 2-0 lead. Colorado fights back, ties it up 2-2 in the third period, and with 3:09 left, Denver scores again to win the first game of the season 3-2. But they'll have another chance at the Pioneers tomorrow down in Denver.
Yes, so a bit of a rough start for the D2 team, but hey, Denver won the BMHC last season. I'm not too worried about the D2 team just yet.
Oh no, exactly. That's something we were talking about. Is Denver just showed up really good. We were talking about how Colorado was really kind of able to keep step with the Pioneers for honestly most of the game. A little bit of a slow start, but it was game one. It's to be expected. But they were able to keep step. They fought back. They were resilient, and it was just about 4 minutes left or so. Just an unfortunate up against the corner pressure by the Pioneers, and that resulted in a turnover right in front of the net and a 3-2 win for Denver.
Well, we're hoping for a different outcome here tonight as the D1 team takes on San Diego State, a team that won just one game last season, and coming to their series last year at home against San Diego State, the Aztecs
There it is.
Sorry about that little technical difficulty. Battery died out on our camera. We're back. Gonna restart our segment here. So coming into tonight, D1 took a great win last year against the Aztecs. 2 wins for sure. No contest there.
Exactly. We were talking about those 3-1 and 9-6 wins in San Diego last year in September, and then we're proceeding to get along to the 2 blowouts we had here on January 20th and 21st here in Boulder. A 7-0 win was the first night for the Buffs, and 7-1 win was the second night. And as you said, San Diego was just truly awful last year. 1-20-1 was their record.
One of the worst teams in D1.
One of the worst teams in D1, but as we acknowledged earlier, was their first year in D1 in the ACHA.
Yes.
So I wouldn't put it past them to be a little bit better this year, honestly.
Their roster's a lot different. There's some returners, but
exactly.
They do have some turnaround.
They're off season. They've already started their season. They've won their first game there.
They're 1-0.
1-0. Well, it's more that you can say about CU there right now. But I expect this game to honestly be pretty fun. Do I expect a high-scoring game from the Buffs based on last year? Yes, but you know that's not to say that San Diego won't come out with like a fire and wanting to prove more. You know, they got their 1 win they had last season. Go for 2.
I also want to acknowledge high scoring. The Buffs are bringing back their top line of Max Buchanan, Mark Borgi, and Drew McConaughey. I would be very shocked if those 3 were broken up. They were so much fun to watch last year, and they all have another year of experience under their belts now, so I'm excited to see them play tonight as
Oh
well.
yeah, the chemistry, I hope it has been developed further over the offseason. And as you said, they were fantastic last year. McConaughey especially, not to demote the the plays and skills of the other two. They are fantastic in their own right. But McConaughey kind of acted almost as that top line, star that we kind of came to expect everywhere, all over the ice, back and forth, high quality plays, high speed. He had that beautiful the beautiful game against CSU in December last year. The spinorama goal, right off the.
He also learned he's good at lacrosse too.
Oh, he's well. Yes, he also plays
Yes.
lacrosse on the.
Not only is Drew McConaughey a bona fide scorer in this game, he's a bona fide scorer in lacrosse.
What can he do?
He
on
just
the
knows how
field,
to score.
On the ice. He knows how to score, and I hope he knows how to score tonight. He had a couple of goals in the San Diego series last year, and let's hope he gets a few more tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, talk about turnarounds. So San Diego State had some turnaround. This team, I'm surprised. This team has a lot of turnaround from last year. Only 3 seniors. I think all of us going into the offseason were expecting only a couple roster spots on this team to be open for the taking. But this team has a lot of turnaround this year.
Oh yeah, and again, that also might contribute to a difference in play from last year. Bunch of new players. We'll see how they connect with each other on the ice, and up against Colorado.
Also a new coach. Have to keep that in mind. It's a very new team, new coach. But last year, it
And
was
a new
one of
coach
the-
for Colorado as well.
Yeah, Colorado new coach.
New head coach.
It's-
So
I
new,
was-
new systems for everyone
I
here
was-
on this first night.
It's interesting. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna completely on it. I'm gonna give this back to you. Oh,
Well,
man.
before we wrap things up here, what do you guys expect from this first period of play? Especially considering the turnaround both teams have had.
It's obviously the first period of the season. I would expect a little bit of rustiness and a little bit of discoherence almost with both teams, I would say, first couple minutes. As they start to click, as they start to develop more, I would think personally, based on last year alone, that CU starts to take over the game a little bit. As we were ending the season last year, CU honestly really developed that physicality that we were trying to get from them all. We talked about it all season last year, and I want to see how San Diego responds to that.
Not on there.
And we've lost Jared.
No. Oh, no.
We didn't kill him. The mastermind of the cameras. We are having just a few technical difficulties at the moment. We do apologize for it. But Alex, as we finish up here, we've got about 5 minutes left until the game starts. Give me 10 seconds. What do you think? You didn't get to give your thoughts.
Well, I expect this to have some rust. I bet the teams have some rust. But I expect by the middle of the second period, third period, they kind of find their strides. Mainly CU will find their stride, but I expect this game to actually be a bit close throughout the first half of this game. And then we'll see what happens from there. If SDSU uses that extra game that they had before and uses that to their advantage to maybe jump out to an early lead.
Exactly. It would make it more exciting at least.
I agree. Well, we are so excited here at Scobo Sports to bring you coverage of the D1 men's hockey team once again. Colorado and San Diego State coming up right after this.
come the Buffaloes! Colorado takes the ice for the first time this season
as they take on the San Diego State Aztecs in the season opener. Colorado playing their first game this year. San Diego State has played a game this year. They're 1-0 after winning one game last season. They win against D2 Loyola Marymount. 6-3 the final score on that one. And, well, they're trying to get their first D1 win of the year here in the CU Rec Center.
I don't know about you, Alex, but I'm excited.
I'm just excited hockey's back. I don't know about you. I'm just really excited to be back here in the booth.
I'm excited for these SDSU uniforms.
They do look pretty nice. They got new ones this year.
They got new ones this year. I noticed last year, honestly, not my favorite. These are really clean.
I like they use the Aztec font.
Yes.
Well, for the numbers. I always love when schools do that.
Yeah, no, it looks good. It looks good. I'm excited. And I'm excited for this game. I think it should be good. We were talking about on the pre-show just a couple of minutes ago. We were talking about how we think the game will go, how we think the offense by the Colorado Buffaloes will go, and the response here for the San Diego State Aztecs.
Once again, you're watching Scope Up Sports. I'm Alex Roberts, and I'm joined by Jared Miller and Hayden Klockner. Once again, we were your team last season, and we're so excited to bring you coverage of this D1 hockey team once again.
So, the 1-0-0 San Diego State Aztecs versus the currently yet to play Colorado Buffaloes.
Just for reference, the first number is wins, the second number overtime wins, third number regulation losses, fourth number shootout or overtime losses.
So just a little bit different here in the ACHA as we get ready for the Star Spangled Banner. And to start this production off, we're going to take a little quick look at the starting goaltender for the Colorado Buffaloes, Liam O'Gwen. Beautiful, beautiful headshot right there for him. Number 30 on the 29, excuse me, number is wrong, but number 29 on the Colorado Buffaloes. Liam O'Gwen last season had a record of 10, 7, and 1. Goals on average, 2.7. I believe he can be better than that this year. He was pretty good last year, but I think he can do even better. And 920 overall save percentage, again, I believe that can be higher. And 2 total shutouts for him.
Injuries last year, too. Let's keep that in mind. O'Gwen was dealing with injuries last season.
That's why he didn't play at the end of the year. But look at those shutouts. He had 2 of them last year. And, well, he's looking to have another one against the Aztecs. Had one last year against San Diego State. Almost had 2 against the Aztecs last year. He's looking for a shutout here.
Buffaloes Aztecs underway. And Colorado Buffaloes have
begun their 2023-2024 campaign. Puck is sent back behind the Colorado net as the Aztecs look to get their first offensive possession of the game. This will be cleared down by Colorado, and our first whistle is an icing call against the Buffaloes.
No surprise here, the Buffs starting with that Pashenik, Borgie, and McConaughey line. That I alluded to in the pregame. They're exciting to watch, and I'm glad to see them back together for another year.
No, that they were definitely the bulk of this Colorado team when it came to putting points on the board. And we're looking to see that again. Off the draw, it's cleared out of the zone. Chasing it down there are the Aztecs. Dumped into the zone now. Picked up there by Gosnell as Colorado tries to have their first offensive drive. Oh, wow. That one blocked in mid-air by Marcus Kim. San Diego State playing with a little bit more fire here to start this game. Probably the game that they've already played now. Puck loose behind the Aztec net, and it's taken out. Here's Kim. Passing that one up to Ferraz.
And some quick tape-to-tape passes for SDSU thus far. Some
Marcus
good
Brown
play.
Taken down by Blake Blevins, wearing number 16 this year. That's George Issa taking the tumble, new to this team, wearing number 77, worn by Caden Islanic last year. He's wearing number 11 this year.
So some new numbers and some new faces for this Buffs team.
Yes, Issa, one of the few D2 players to get the call up to D1 this year. There's Ferguson wearing number 7 this year. No Keegan Lewis this year for this Colorado team as icing is called.
A lot of speed so far from San Diego State. They're looking a little faster than what we saw last year already.
Yes, for sure, and I think that's partly to do with the turnaround. They probably focused on a lot of fundamentals this year, and it's paid off so far.
Also,
they started the season off 1-0.
Yeah, just playing a game in general. This is the Buffs' first game of the season. It might take a little longer to get into the flow of the speed of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
And that'll be key for the Buffs here to try to not be too slow in their start here against the Aztecs.
Saved by Fuller, making his first save of the game.
Save
Back
on
the other-
Adam Trunka, who's in his, 6th year here?
I've lost track. He's here this year because of an extra year of eligibility due to the COVID season, if I'm correct.
I believe you're right, Alex. And
Well, lucky him, we get a good captain.
exciting for him to be here. He really just adds something different to the team, adds some depth, experienced player.
And
You already saw what he did last year. He's had an overtime winner as well last year, so a good player to add.
O'Gwyn makes his first save of the year.
And it's a
Right
simple little pad save.
Nothing too difficult, but hey, that first save's always important. Just to remember that, hey, I can play goal. Not like O'Gwyn needed to worry about that in the first place.
I think he's probably a little bit better at goaltending than you.
Just a little bit. I think he can skate, and I can't.
Well, that's one thing I have over you as well.
At least you tried last year, Alex.
Hey, at least I tried. And maybe I'll try again this year. Here's Islanic.
Just don't try to play goalie. You might stretch something.
Yeah, here's Foy to dump it in. Chasing it down there is Bandoni. Puck loose, picked up there by Dickinson, ranked 93 this year.
And this pace by the Buffs, very good to start off early. They look like they have been playing for a couple weeks already.
San Diego State clears the zone, and Gosnell to chase it down for the Buffaloes.
The thing with that first period, first game though, is going to be, can they keep up mentally? Like, can they keep that mental sharpness?
Colorado's trying to keep control and get it back into their offensive zone. And here's McConaughey working his way into the San Diego State zone. He shoots and Fuller makes the save. So McConaughey's first look is a shot that goes right between the legs of the defenders and into the crest of Garrett Fuller.
And a pretty good look. It was, you know, little deep right there around the Aztec player, right neutral zone. He uses to kind of get in and around on the near side of the boards and get that shot off for the first shot on goal for the Buffs.
Also just using the defender as a screen. Fuller not fully seeing the puck, still getting used to the pace of this game. Putting that puck low, making him work for that one.
So puck behind the San Diego State net once again. San Diego State, their momentum seems to be in the balance right now as they seem to be stuck in their defensive zone right now.
Buffs doing a good job at kind of hounding them to keep them in their own zone right now.
Here's Ferraz trying to get it into the zone, and Oakland will just cover. About 5 minutes gone in the first period, no score.
Gonna have to get used to these number changes a little bit here.
It'll take a second.
I'm like, wait a second, that's not right. Then I look down at our sheet and I'm like, okay,
No, it's right.
yeah, that's right.
Face off to the right of O'Gwin. Colorado controls, it's Kate. Back wearing the A for assistant captain once again. Now here's Caleb Gold tripping down. Trying to grab the puck is Esau for Colorado. And now behind the net is Blevins, he's tripped up. Puck loose in the slot, and San Diego State will be able to clear the zone. Loose. Chance there for Issa, and he couldn't put it in. George Issa had a good chance on his knees. Another big hit by Colorado, and San Diego State's able to clear the zone.
And this game is off to a flying start thus far.
Fuller just brushes it back to his defense, and Colorado regroups. Nislanik almost lost the puck, able to corral it, and now Trunco missed the pass there to Samuel Pearson, new to this D1 team this year. 6 minutes down in this first period. No score. Colorado has some momentum going for them right now. Here's Nislanik from the back of the blue line, just kind of throws it in there.
Good idea, honestly.
Yeah, I guess he was looking for Pearson.
Throw the
Just-
pucks to the
yeah.
net and you can probably get some.
Yep. San Diego State trying to get that into their attacking zone now. Here's Cathell making a move, and Pearson
Beautiful
shakes it off
dodge
the puck.
there. Neat little way to step out of that flying incoming check.
Yep. Yeah, but Buff's defense was good there, as Pearson was able to shake him off the puck.
Unfortunate there, just through the legs of Trunco. There was a 2-on, basically there for the Buffs.
Puck off of Nislanik's stick. Stumbles, can't get there. Here's Desmarais. Had the only goal for San Diego State in that series last season here at the Rec Center.
What a fantastic play there by Hartman, sliding around to take away that shot angle for the Aztecs.
Saved there by O'Gwin on the Aztecs. And now Desmarais fighting for the puck with Keaton Foy. And now it's picked up by Hennigan.
And right now we've hit about 7 minutes into this period, and it does look like the Buffs are a little bit rusty here.
Ferraz shoots and a glove save by O'Gwin.
But O'Gwen is not. Flashing the glove there.
I forgot how much I enjoyed watching Blake Blevins play hockey. He just loves hitting people, and it's so much fun to watch him up here. I'm glad I'm not down there.
He's the
On the other
agitator
end.
type
Well,
guy.
you know, that's something that they can use to their advantage here while they're working out their off-season rust.
Here's Kim putting one on, just off of O'Gwin. Another stoppage of play, and about 7.5 minutes into this game, still no score, but San Diego State is putting up way more fight than they did last season.
And honestly, kudos to them. I am totally here for the San Diego.
Oh, I am here for that too.
Rebirth era. You know, they had
Hey,
a
who
really
knows?
bad last year, and
Yeah.
good for them if they're better this year.
But I think that comes to now it's their second year in D1. They're still an independent school, which surprises me considering that they have just 3 games this season. That they don't play a WCHL team, just 3. And those games, they already played one of them against LMU. And then they play Navy and George Mason again. Otherwise, they're playing just WCHL teams.
I'd like to note that little stop there by O'Gwen too, just the quick turnaround off the draw by the Aztecs, and he followed it the entire way.
Off the draw, here's Borghi giving a pass to Vaschenik. Top line out for Colorado. Vaschenik has it poked away by the San Diego State defense, and now here's Okonski. Okonski throws it right to the glove of O'Gwen as he's had it flash the leather a couple times here in this first period.
Yeah, San Diego's got 7 shots on goal already as compared to Colorado's 3, and they've been pretty good shots. They haven't been crazy high danger, but they've made O'Gwen work.
I think these are saves that O'Gwen, like, these are shots O'Gwen likes to see early.
Yes.
He's getting a feel for the puck.
He's getting the
He's
warm
not
up.
having to work too much, but he's certainly still feeling the puck, which, as a goalie, especially in your first game, is a huge thing.
Oh, well, you are a goalie, Jared.
Maybe for 2 weeks when I was like 12.
You've got some insight for us.
Anyways, here's Kate. Send it behind the San Diego State net. Kept in the zone by Pashenik. Little dribbler, he picks it up, and there's a penalty called on the ice.
It looks like McConaughey's going to head to the box here. Still haven't seen a call. Interference. Sort of like a pick play is what I believe the call was. Just kind of got in the way, created too much space for Pashenik. And McConaughey's in the box here. Buffs to an early kill. 11:29 left in the first period. Got to kill 2 here.
So the first power play of the game for either side belongs to the Aztecs. They scored their only goal of the series last year on the power play. Kept in the zone, and San Diego State has a couple, and still can't maintain control of the puck as it's cleared out of the zone. San Diego State just hanging on the puck, looking for some time to catch a breather. Then now, here's Belling lifting that puck across ice as he looks for Cathell. This one cleared another stoppage of play here. And
I'm actually not sure what was called here. I think it looked like he called a hand pass. He must have been a hand pass. But in the defensive zone, you can't have a hand pass called against you. So I'm not sure exactly. That might have just been a mistake on the call. But I'm not entirely sure.
Offensive face-off for the Aztecs.
Brown in the circle for the Aztecs, and he wins the draw. Brown now along the boards fighting with some Buffaloes as the puck's still loose and picked up by Brown as they cleared out and set up Okonski. Okonski shoots tipped and into the netting.
But we saw a deflection last game in the D2 game that beat Siegel. That one deflected high over the net. O'Gwen not need to worry about that too much, but those deflections can be scary if you're a goalie.
See, you've got that goalie insight for us.
Cross ice pass is hit, then they score! Mason Brown, a quick goal, and San Diego State on a power play gets the game's first goal.
And credit to them, they played well and they had a really good power play. They were all over the ice, winning the face-offs. They just had a really nice set of plays there, moving all over. They had just crisp passing, and it worked.
Now it's about the response here for the Buffs. First game of the season, I don't think they're too worried yet. I think they know they can do some damage.
First game of the season,
I feel like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing to be super worried about, but good for San Diego State to come out with some fire, and they have their first lead against the Buffaloes here at the Rec Center.
And it's up to the Buffaloes now to see how they respond.
Shot deterred away from O'Gwen as we've reached the halfway point here in this first period. There's a shot, rebound loose, and it's almost put home by Pearson. Marcin Cavendish had the initial opportunity.
Big rebound given up, though.
Here's Marcin Cavendish, Trunco, shot stopped, and still deflected away by Fuller.
And another large rebound.
Yeah, the rebounds are certainly, those are 2 big rebounds, something Colorado's probably noting. Shoot low on those pads, you might get some some chances like they just had there.
Oh, definitely. Aim for a trailer and get that rebound.
Picked up by the Aztecs. Here's a shot and a save by Oak Wynn on Patrick Fast.
And San Diego not hesitating to shoot right now. 9 shots on goal. Not a lot, but beating the Buffs to this point.
Pass deflected in front. A good opportunity there for Sean Yeo. Trunk goes loose. Moves in, and he loses the puck. Sean Yeo with the defense there for the Aztecs. And can I say that San Diego State's looking much better when passing the puck? That was one of the reasons why they struggled so much in their series last year.
Oh, definitely. I noticed on the first couple minutes, they have had really good, crisp pick-to-tape passing, especially in the neutral zone right now.
And it's really helping them, and it's really helped them to propel them to this 1-0 lead. Puck floats down into the San Diego State zone. No icing is called as it's picked up by Lucas Bellig. And now cleared by the Aztecs. Marcus Kim sends it into the zone. Now Quinton Kinney playing defense tonight. Kind of swapped around last year, played defense and forward. So
Versatile player, though.
Yeah, that's good for this team as he plays defense this year. Got the start.
100%.
Kate gives it over to GoBuff Sports. Here's McConaughey. Kate's glove comes off, and there's the whistle.
That's going to be a high stick penalty called in the corner down there. Stick came up right under the cage, and now the Buffs with the power play have a chance to equal this game at 1. It looks like it's goal scorer Mason Brown, who's heading to the box, giving the Buffs a chance to capitalize here, even the game. And no surprise to see Pashenik and McConaughey on the ice along with Borgie as well.
Pashenik wins the draw, and Colorado has their first power play of the season. What will they do with it?
I
Let's
hope
find
score.
out. Gosnell shoots high and a blocker save there by Fuller. Issa knocked loose off the puck. McConaughey picks it up. Now Gosnell at the top. Gives it to Borgie. Gosnell down to Pashenik. Pashenik, wrap around. Opportunity to bang at it, and it's behind the net. Another whistle. Maybe another penalty coming up.
I don't think so. I think he just lost sight of the puck a little bit there.
Yeah, nothing
Guess
called
not.
here. Just probably someone sat on top of the puck, you know. That's just how it happens.
I mean, not the worst thing. Another
Love when that happens.
Another face-off here. Another chance to get the puck. And still a minute 29 left on this power play. Already a couple chances here.
Well, they got to do the face-off again. Issa is in the dot for Colorado. He wins the face-off. Now a blast from Gosnell gets deflected and goes behind the net.
Some good offensive structure and pressure here in the O-zone for the Colorado Buffaloes here.
That one goes out of play into the San Diego State
And they're going to
bench.
have another offensive zone face-off here on the power play. New unit coming out for Colorado, however. Looking to change up a look for the next minute 16 here.
If they can kind of keep up this this zone structure they have going on, though, the formations that they've had, they've been pretty solid here. And I would warrant good things for this power play, hopefully.
So the draw, San Diego State comes away with it. Bello knocked off the puck, and Marcin Cavanchus picks it up for the Buffaloes. Marcin Cavanchus still controls it, shoots, and a save is made by Fuller. Pass across to Trunco. Trunco shoots, it goes wide of the net. Under a minute left in the power play. Kate to pick it up. Leaves it for John Ferguson. His pass deflected away by Cathell, and another whistle is called, another penalty.
Interference behind the play.
And it looks
And
like
the
it's
Buffs power play comes to an end.
looks like Marcin Cavenchus, one of those new players for this roster, is in the penalty box. He's not happy as he tosses the stick aside in the box. So some 4-on-4 action for 37 seconds.
And both teams have been playing pretty quickly, pretty speedily, and this will just benefit them, this open ice.
Draw control by the Buffaloes. Niezlanik in the corner, fighting for it. Puck pops free, and the Aztecs take control. Okonski across to Ferraz. Okonski can't keep control, and now here come the Buffs. Here's McConaughey. He's got some space, can't get the pass to Paschenik, and it's taken away by the Aztecs. Ferraz, guarded by Hartman, and now a penalty. No, not a penalty. He falls down to the ice. Defended by Niezlanik. Now the shot from Kim, rebound. Another save by Oakwood, and then another save.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
cleared out by the Buffaloes, and the crowd erupts.
What a set of saves
Yeah,
there from
wow,
Gwen,
man.
scrambling in the crease. Got the pad on the first one. I don't know how he got that second rebound.
Yeah, I don't know how that rebound didn't go in, but
That was insane.
impressive.
San Diego State power play now. Here's Okonski. His shot off the skate of Keaton Ford. Marcus Kim. A cross-ice pass deflected off the stick of Niezlanik and picked up now by Cam Bantoni, who's got a lot of speed. Can't work around the three San Diego State defenders, but he's able to keep it into the San Diego State zone for a moment.
And Bantoni showing ferocity. He's all over them over there.
San Diego State with 35 seconds left on their power play. Here's a shot that gets deflected off the wall, and it's missed there by Henderson and cleared by the Buffaloes. Bellig is behind the San Diego State net with 20 seconds, 15 seconds on the man advantage. Cathell into the Colorado zone, can't get a shot off, now tries to get one on, and it's just wide of the net. And the Buffs will clear to kill the penalty. Issa for Colorado trying to clear, and he finds a way to get it out of the zone. Blevins trying to fight his way, muscle his way through as he wrestles down Colby Hennessy. Desmarais with the shot.
Nice turnaround shot. Easily tracked there
Stopped there by
Ogwen.
Ogwen. Ferguson can't find a pass, and now picked up by Bellig. He gets a pass, now up to Devaney.
And a nice break up there.
Puck floating and bouncing off the ice and picked up by the Aztecs.
Who have done a great job of pulling the puck off of the Buffs' stick. They've been really tenacious at that.
They sure have, and it's led them to this 1-0 lead as we approach the 3-minute mark in this first period. More offense for the Aztecs, and here's Henderson.
And the Buffs just kind of scrambling in defense right now.
Grant back to Hennigan. Sent in and behind Ogwen now. Picked up now by Pearson. Sam Pearson over to Marcin Cavenchus. And he drops it down behind the net for Pearson to pick up. But instead, Trumko picks it up. Tries to get that pass to Niezlanik, but it's picked off and read perfectly by the San Diego State defense. Now that pass is intercepted by Marcin Cavenchus, who's had a nice first period with his tenacity. Hasn't been able to put one past Garrett Fuller, though. Niezlanik sends it around. McConaughey gets a tap, and Borghi tries to work his way down.
Buffs nearly caught on a too-many-man penalty there.
Yeah. Here's a chance and a shot by Mayer, and it's
Oh,
wide of
and
the
he
net.
should have gone for that trailer there, wide open.
McConaughey still controlling the puck, and it's cleared out by the Aztecs. Under 2 minutes to go in period one. 1-0 San Diego State.
Some really great speed of play, though, just shown by both teams through this whole first period. That it's been moving back and forth.
McConaughey sends it high over the net. 1.5 minutes left in period number 1. McConaughey tries to just shovel that to Borghi, and he picks it back up. McConaughey shoots, and Fuller makes a safe rebound, loose, and it's cleared away. Borghi picks it up, tries to get it down low for McConaughey. It's loose, and now they still can't put it home, and squirts wide of the net. Aztecs clear. 1 minute remaining in period number 1. 1-0 San Diego State. Trying to get that centering pass. It's not there. And Borghi picks it up. Tries to give it to Gosnelli, misses him. Kim applying pressure. Buffs trying to grab possession. Bandoni wrestling for that puck. Here's Foy trying to get it across. Bandoni diving with his stick. Nothing there. 30 seconds left. Farrow for Colorado. Loses it, and it's cleared into the zone. 20 seconds left in period 1. Kinney works his way through. Here's Bandoni up to Farrow. Maybe one final opportunity with 10 seconds. Farrow works his way in. Save made by Fuller. 5 seconds. It goes behind the net, and that will do it for period number 1. Oh! Ferguson! Tie game!
At the buzzer!
A little premature there, Alex.
Yeah, that one's on me. That one's on me. And the Buffs have their first goal of the year. It belongs to John Ferguson III.
And John Ferguson at the buzzer. Beautiful little deflection there. Tie game.
That's why you don't give up. That's why you play to the horn. I mean, serves me right.
You said it was over.
I said it was over.
I was like,
Color me impressed. Oh no. I think the refs aren't going to count it. I don't know.
run back to replay, run back to replay. we do have a stream here. I think he beat it.
They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. And now there's a crew in the corner screaming, "Refs, you suck."
I thought it was in well before the buzzer
I thought it
sounded.
beat the buzzer too.
And apparently, we're wrong. They're going off the ice, down 1-0.
Refs having a conversation at the scores table, and they've started the timer for intermission. I think they're going. I don't think this is going to count, folks. No, they have it on the board. It's on the board.
Oh, we
It's a
did
tie
it.
game. The Buffs score. They have it on the board. It is a tie game.
We did it.
1-1 at the end of the first period after all of that commotion.
And the crowd is appreciating it.
Crowd now figures that out. And before things get too crazy, we'll go ahead and send you guys off to intermission. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for period number 2. Welcome back to the CU Rec Center for the second period between the Colorado Buffaloes and the San Diego State Aztecs. Your current score 1-1. We're tied. Yes, that goal the Buffs scored at the end of the period right before the buzzer that I so prematurely thought was not going to happen, happened. It's in. It's confirmed.
Ye of little faith. You just gotta be bitter, you know?
Announce your jinx early this year.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it hard right now. But yes, so John Ferguson does get the goal to tie the game. Blake Blevins does get the assist. And, well, they've looked pretty good. This game has been really fast.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking about the rust that CU is going to have to shake off. But we were talking about the rust that CU is having to shake off, and they did halfway through that second period, or halfway through that first period, excuse me. Both teams flying. They were on all ends of the ice. Physicality, everything was top notch.
I mean, what I noticed most of that period from San Diego State, their back check through the neutral zone, they were skating with speed, not making it easy for the Buffs to enter their zone. They always had someone back, being a pest, making the Buffs work for those zone entries. And I think that's one of the things that really stood out for me. Just that back check was insane.
Oh yeah,
really impressive.
They've been phenomenal this game, this far.
Early on, this is just compared to last year. I know it's early, but this year it seems like the Buffs have more of a solidified 1-2 punch with their lines. I mean, we already knew about Pashenik, Borgie, and McConaughey, but now we have some new players and Trunco returning. We have Pearson and Marcin Cavenchus on that second line that they looked very impressive in that first period.
Oh, definitely. And adding to that depth, beneficial always.
Well, I think that was probably part of the reason why, the top line was doing most of the scoring last year. But with how Marcin Cavenchus, Pearson, and Trunco played as a line, I'm expecting that line to do some great things this year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and then look, it was the depth piece that scored the goal there to tie it. So
yeah, John Ferguson.
I don't know. Maybe this team has more depth than we've seen last year, because last year they still looked pretty solid overall. But I think there's a new element that we didn't see last year that we now have this season, and I'm all here for it.
Stick breaks on the opening face-off of the period. Cathal has to go to the bench to go get a new stick. And so now, Buffs on the defensive to start the period once again. Here's Bellig for San Diego State. Down low, trying to get that centering pass over to Desmarais. It's missed. And a big hit by Borgie. Trying
to show who's boss here, whose home ice it is.
That's what I was trying to say.
Well, I got you.
Into the San Diego State zone for the first time in this period. As a nice hit is laid by Borgie once again. Being a bit of a force here early in this period, 1 minute gone. Pass up ahead, nice pass there. Here's Blevins from Ferguson, the duo that got that goal.
And a really nice job there to get that puck across the blue line, because it was not getting across. That was going to be offside.
Puck not picked up by Issa, but he loses control of it and has to retreat. Issa now. It's cleared by the Buffaloes. Gold loses track of it, and now Kitty just dumps it in. Kitty keeps it in the zone. Holds onto it and loses it.
Odd man rush.
Here's Kim. Gets the pass, misses Brown, the goal scorer for the Aztecs, and the Buffs are able to clear. Here comes Blevins all alone against Okonski, and he shoots him. The save is made by Fuller.
And what a lucky break there for the Buffs that they couldn't corral the puck right down the slot. Like, high danger chance there against Webb.
Wide open pass and a fan on a shot. Puck's still loose, and it's behind the net. Boy, there was a great opportunity there for Sean Devaney, but he couldn't get a good shot off, and he whiffed on the initial shot. Another stick on the ice, and the puck hits it. And
I'm actually not sure what the call on that is. I don't know if that should have been icing or not. I actually never seen that happen that I can remember.
And I think now offside is going to be the call. And this is, I think, when they're going to get that stick off the ice.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
Google
Pierce will
that.
pick it up.
I have to look that up because he technically, I mean, he iced the puck, but it did hit a stick of the opponent. I have no clue what the calling should be there, and I don't know if the refs did either. He looked a little confused on that one. Oh man.
Well, now there's a face-off in the neutral zone that's dumped into the San Diego State zone now. Henderson is behind, and a big hit laid by guess who? Marcin Cavenchus. Here's Hartman, giving it across.
2-1,
And now Trunko.
3-1.
Here comes the second line, but Trunko couldn't hang on to it. And it's cleared
That
down.
one's icing. Man, that's a tough break. 3-on-1 there, just tripped up a little bit. Can't keep control of the puck. Missed opportunity. But offensive zone face-off at the end of the day.
That hit though, Marcin Cavenchus was, you know, he's new to the team, and I would say, welcome. You know, wants to show, you know, what he can do for this team. Wants to be beneficial, and you know, show his strength.
I mean, he's had a presence here in the first half of this game for sure, and a good one nonetheless.
Bandoni with rapid speed crossing the zone there. Wow.
I'm expecting that from Bandoni this year. A lot of just speed, and I feel like that'll be his big strength this year.
Paired with McConaughey as well, who's also really fast. Hopefully we can see some quick chances happen throughout the season.
Speaking of Cam Bandoni, he's got the puck right now. He just dumps it in, couldn't find anyone to pass it to. As Fuller just drops it off. Puck is loose. Blevins is tripped up, and that's an easy penalty.
Yeah, that's gonna be 2 in the box. Number 44 of San Diego State, Sean Yo, head into the box. Now a Buffs power play. They're gonna call that cross check. Now another Buffs chance to take the lead for the first time this season.
Well, it hasn't been much of the season, but you know, I guess that's
why it's
also
the first
fair.
time.
A 2-1 lead here would be great. You know, only 4 minutes into this period, converting on this power play would be a great momentum boost for the Buffs.
Draw controlled by Colorado. Here's Gosnell. Sends it down low. Shenik down to McConaughey. Shenik on the goal line behind the net. Gives Borgie. Cross ice. McConaughey couldn't hang on to it. Gosnell. Cross. Buffs power play, not amazing. And really, both the penalty kill for the Aztecs and the power play for the Buffs, not stellar last season. And so, obviously, Buffs trying to start on the right foot as well. Here's a turnover, a bad turnover, and Colby Hennessy has an open opportunity, but he trips up, and the Buffs will be able to control once again. Okonski just sends it, and that goes off the stick of Liam O'Gwyn. And the Buffs try to set something up once again. Here's Issa. Playing as that fourth forward on this first power play unit. Issa sends it behind and just a little too slow to find Pashenik. Right idea. Borgie picks it up off the stick of a defender and out of play.
Not the best start to that power play. Not really able to. A couple chances just kept out early, and then really nothing else came from it.
San Diego's had a good defense thus far. They're really playing to their strengths, kind of disrupting just anything and everything they can. They've recognized that Colorado is quick, and they're doing their best to stop, you know, the big advantage that gives the Buffs.
Puck controlled by the Buffaloes once again. Here's Kate. Down to Trunko. Second power play unit out there for Colorado. Trunko hangs on to it. Look, shoots, and the save's made by Fuller. Aztecs will clear. O'Gwyn will just settle it down. And there's 30 seconds left on this power play for the Buffaloes. Here's Kate. Drops it off. Here's Pearson. Into this Aztec zone. Pearson goes behind the net. Gives it Trunco. Back to the top. Now Trunco again. Kate shoots. Save, rebound, loose, and Marcin Cavenchus couldn't put it home.
Oh, and that was a close one for Colorado. Wide open. Nothing in front of the net. They just couldn't get a bouncing puck.
Power play time is up. Here's Ferguson. He shoots. And that's just wide. Trunco fans on the rebound. 6 minutes gone in period number 2. Colorado has had their fair share of chances here in the second.
Definitely a lot of chances. They just need to settle down a little bit, calm down, and I think these chances will convert themselves if they're not so frantic.
Ooh, big hit there by Marcin
Back to
Cavenchus once
penalty.
again. And that's going to be a penalty against the Buffs. Touch there by Ferguson. And Rapolas Marcin Cavenchus will go to the box for the second time in this game.
Yeah, definitely a little high hit there. I'm not sure what they might call that an elbow. Not entirely sure. Yeah, there is. They call it an elbow. He definitely came up a little high. Big hit. He gets the crowd going, but gonna be 2 minutes in the box.
And so right after the Buffs have a man advantage, San Diego State will get their opportunity.
And thus, this penalty kill here for Colorado is imperative to not give up this momentum that they've kind of built in this game.
Draw controlled by the Buffs. And it's cleared out. Sean Yeo will have to go all the way into his own zone, behind his own net to grab it. And so now Yeo. Almost dropped it off there for Ferraz. And now Yeo misses a pass. And here comes an opportunity. Foy shoots and Fuller makes the save. Not the greatest chance, but kills time. Both teams pretty close here on shots.
First time that Colorado has been ahead of San Diego State, though, in this game.
Well, there you go. San Diego State trying to even things back up on that marker and get themselves a lead. Puck floating in the slot and picked up by the Buffs. Bandoni trying to get that ahead for Blevins. Couldn't hit the pass. Fuller
no.
goes behind Blevins. Man, that one, he got a little close there to Fuller.
Oh.
Now it's loose again. Blevins picks it up. Blevins shoots, and the save is made by Fuller. Fuller's had a couple short-handed opportunities, and Blevins lays a hit. Under a minute left on the power play. San Diego State last season surrendered 10 short-handed goals. So maybe some of those woes coming back to haunt them on this power play.
Offsides here.
And this physicality by Colorado in the last couple 30 seconds or so, we were talking about it. It was a strength of theirs as we progressed through the season last year, and they're using it right now to disrupt the rest of this power play.
But there needs to be a balance, because I think last year a couple times it cost them with just too many penalties adding up. So if you can play that physicality, but do it smart, then it's a huge factor.
Exactly, and to that point, that's why we're on a penalty kill right now, you know?
Fuller again just gets it away from the Colorado offense. Mayer was able to receive that. Here's Cathell kicking it back to himself, but he gets knocked down to the ice by Kinney. Fuller once again has to just grab the puck, and he's got to keep it away from Fred Farrow there, but Okonski's able to pick it up, but he strips and takes Farrow with him. 10 seconds left, and a penalty's called against the Aztecs.
Yeah, behind the play, just a little frustration. Farrow nowhere near the puck, just shoved by the Aztecs. And now 9 seconds left on the Buffs penalty, and we'll have a Buffs power play here for about nearly a full 2 minutes.
Yeah, so 9 seconds of 4-on-4 action, and then the Buffs will get about 110 seconds with an advantage. And the first period was relatively clean, I'd like to say, but the penalties are starting to rack up here in the second period. Draw control by the Buffs. Here's McConaughey, down low. Vaschenik back to McConaughey. Marcin Cavenchus out of the box. On the ice, it's Borgie. He gets the puck and goes back to Gosnell, who fires one high. McConaughey fails to control the bouncing puck as he's taken down to the ice there by O'Brien.
Oh, what a keep. Oh my goodness.
And Issa now has it. Colorado keeps it in the zone somehow. Gosnell shoots, deflected. Fuller is able to cover, and it's cleared. Almost kept in the zone by Gosnell that time. That's a high stick. They whistle it dead.
I just have a feeling that one of these Fuller rebounds is going to be costly. Those rebounds he's given up have been huge.
They've been really big.
They haven't cost him yet, but there's been some close chances.
We noticed it a couple minutes in, and they've been some big rebounds, and that's something for him to work on throughout the season. But for now, the Buffs can easily take advantage of that if they try.
His pads do look really nice, though, I will say.
Draw control by the Aztecs, just trying to kill some time on the Okonski penalty. Here's Borgie. Cross ice, looking for Pashenik. 1 minute to go on the man advantage. Pashenik drops it off. McConaughey, backhander, and Fuller able to cover. It's loose. No whistle. Play on. McConaughey from behind the net. Sends it behind to Borgie. Pashenik from behind the net. Issa trying to wrap it in. And it's cleared out. 40 seconds left. Here's Borgie, back into the San Diego State zone. Marcin Cavendish is now out there as they try to get their second power play unit out there. Oh, and Ferguson can't keep it in.
He had it, but knocked it out himself, unfortunate.
20 seconds left on the power play. Ferguson, guarded by Mason Brown. Drops it back for Trunco, passes over to Pearson. Enters into the zone, 5 seconds, Marcin Cavendish. Trying to get that over to Kate. Kate, with time expiring on the power play. Buffs still on the offensive. Puck floating around in the slot. Here's a shot just whipped wide by Ferguson, who's looking for his second of the night. Aztecs were able to clear, and now it's picked up by the goal scorer for the Aztecs. Brown shoots, and the save's made by O'Gwynn.
And that was San Diego's first shot in a long time. Colorado's been on the offensive for a number of minutes.
O'Gwynn picks it up, just drops it off for Rapolos Marcin Cavendish. Ferguson able to control the puck still, and fakes a dump in, and well, he couldn't maintain control all the way down, but the Buffs are able to stay in the zone.
Nice idea, though, honestly.
Now Henderson for San Diego State. Trying to move in, he gets through Hartman, but can't regain control of the puck. Kept in the zone by Mayer, and he's hit down by Fred Farrow, and the Buffs take control. Farrow shoots, saved by Fuller.
And another massive rebound by Fuller there.
Cleared down, and here's Hartman. 8.5 left in period number 2. 1-1 tie hockey game. You're watching Scope of Sports. My name's Alex Roberts. I'm joined by Jared Miller and Aiden Klockner. We thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast. Here's Caleb Gold just tapping it on to Alex Hartman as he gets lifted off his skates by
Good
Brendan
old-fashioned
Mayer.
hip check. You don't see those too often, but when you do, it's a magical sight.
Puck's still loose in the boards right in front of the fans. It's cleared out. San Diego State regroups. Mayer sends it down. O'Gwynn, got to be careful. Just gets through the skates of Cathell. That could have been dangerous. Now here's Issa, dumping it in. Fuller has it. Now Yeo. Pass deflected, but still able to hit the pass to Foss as he's hit down to the ice. Yeo finds no one on the pass, and it's picked up by Caden Islanik. Caleb Gold has it poked away by Yeo.
And thus far, there's been a really nice flow to this game in this second period. Ever since really the start of the penalties, it's just both teams have been going back and forth and really just had a number of offensive chances on both ends.
7 minutes to go in period number 2. Tie game 1-1. No goals here in this second period. San Diego State's coming on a power play. Colorado's coming in the dying seconds of period 1. Out of the pile is Paschetic as he shakes off a defender.
Really nice move to clear the zone, though, because that was going right to an Aztec player.
O'Gwyn sends it behind for Kinney. Quentin Kinney across. McConaughey now. McConaughey squeezes through, still has the puck. Trying to get that pass. He still has the puck behind the net. Now McConaughey looking for a pass this time. And now Paschetic falls to the ice with the defender. Gosnell shoots high over the net. And the Aztecs take control. Petrus up ahead. Kim is blown up by Luke Gosnell. And he's slow to get up.
And a number of massive hits here from Colorado as San Diego's not like that in the corner.
Man,
These
beat
are
that
some
out.
bruising hits. That one will leave a mark for sure. Borgie shoots wide of the net.
And it's important to know that not only are we playing tonight, but we're playing tomorrow night too. San Diego might be very beat up for tomorrow's game.
Which
That
if they're
was-
going to try and get some momentum back, they got to do it here soon before they get too tired.
Offside.
Brown tries to go in the zone. It's called offsides. 5.5 left
Oh
in the
my
second.
goodness. That hit was massive. And it was clean.
Yeah,
the
it was
puck
clean
was
hit.
right there. Shoulder into the chest. Kim just got, you don't want to be on the other end of that one, but the clean hit, that's hockey. I mean, that was awesome to watch.
That one is where you'll be seeing stars.
Yeah, no, that doesn't feel good.
Draw control by the Buffs. Here's Trunco. Trying to weave his way through the Aztec defense. And he just sends it behind the net, able to get it towards Marcin Cavich. Here's Trunco. Trying to put that one through past Fuller. Pearson picks up the loose puck. He's chased by Luke Desmarais. And he drops it off back for Kate. Puck controlled by the Buffaloes. Here's Ferguson.
No.
And, oh,
I
man,
didn't-
that's offsides.
I thought he kept it. I thought he
Nah,
dragged his foot a little bit.
Just a little bit brutal there. That was a golden opportunity. Golden opportunity there.
You know, one thing this physicality is doing, it frustrates the other team when you're getting hit over and over and over.
And if you're San Diego here and you're, I think, on average than Colorado, and you're being frustrated, that is not a good recipe for success.
We've
right
already
now.
seen some retaliation penalties. The more you get hit, the more you're going to be mad. But here we have Hartman going a little too hard there, and he's going to go to the box.
Speak of the devil.
And the crowd as well is into it, and that's going to just even hype up the players even more.
And so now with about 4.5 minutes left, the Aztecs will go on the power play, which is how they have their only goal of the year. So Mason Brown, the goal scorer for San Diego State, will take the draw to the right of Liam O'Gwyn.
That's a penalty you don't like to see.
No.
Unnecessary behind the play.
Trying to squeeze that one past O'Gwyn, short side. O'Gwyn has none of that. 4.5 left. What do the Buffs need to do to kill this penalty? Not only do it, but show some signs of life here.
I mean, I think they're playing a good game. Maybe not the goals they want, especially after the amount they put up last year against the San Diego State team. But they're playing with a lot of energy, and now they got a chance here shorthanded.
Here's Fred Farrow. Gets the puck knocked off of him by Cameron Ferraz. They've been playing good defense. Puck loose. Farrow can't put it past Fuller. Islanic gets to the loose puck. He shoots. Save made. Score! Farrow! Colorado, they have their first lead of the season. And the shorthanded goal for Fred Farrow.
Well, what did I say? A rebound was going to become costly, and just like that, Furrow waiting for the trash to put it past Fuller, and the Buffs have a 2-1 lead, shorthanded, 4:10 left in the second period, up 1.
The Aztecs surrendered 10 shorthanded goals last season, and it seems like they've let up their first one of the year. So Fred Furrow gets the goal, and Islanik, I think, gets the assist. Now puck loose again, Issa, toe drag! Oh, saved by Fuller, rebound loose. Butterfly position for Fuller, and he's able to keep it out somehow. Almost 2 crazy goals back-to-back for Colorado. Short-handed, mind you. So now, we keep forgetting, Aztecs still on the power play, by the way. They still have a minute left. D'Antoni able to shake off Sean Yeo. And now Fuller's just gonna settle it down and stop the craziness for a second. So Fred Furrow gets the shorthanded goal, assisted by Caden Islanik. And the Buffs have their first lead of the year.
And what a sequence of plays there with sprawling goaltender over a net for the Aztecs on a number of shorthanded chances for the Buffs.
Cathell fires, and that one is stopped by O'Gwyn. 20 seconds left on the power play, and the Aztecs will have to regroup and exit the zone. Cathell dumps it in. 10 seconds left on the power play, and it looks like the Buffs are going to kill it. Oh. And now a chance. Caleb Gold goes behind the net. Penalty time's up. He's stuck behind the net against 2 Aztec defenders, and Okonski clears. And Mayer has lost his stick, a kick pass. Brown now tries to send it back, and it's picked up now by Colorado. Kinney trying to get that to McConaughey. Now Kinney's still with it, drops it off. Here's a shot, wide of the net. Trunk, that was Borgie with the shot.
Great idea, though. Beautiful execution.
Here's Kim, pass across. Oh, stopped and blocked.
What a back check there from Borgie.
Aztecs can't keep it in the zone, poked away. Now here comes Pashetic. Pashetic stopped by Fuller. Last year that goes in for Colorado. And it just shows how much better the San Diego State team is. So now San Diego State, about a minute and a half left in the second period, trying to get something going. Chasing it down there for San Diego State is Grant, but he can't hang on to it. Here's Pearson now. Oh, Pearson can't get there. Marcin Cavan shoots with a minute to go. Harmon shoots, missed the net.
Knuckle puck on that one.
Pearson throws it on. Oh, wow, that almost went in, short side. Cleared out, and that'll be iced.
Go.
The Buffs just have to touch the puck. And they will.
Yeah, no, everyone's watching that. You still gotta go. It's hard for you. You still gotta go get back there. You can't just watch it.
They're taking their time, you know. They're tired.
Hey, burn some clock while you can, I guess.
I mean, 37 seconds here, tired Aztecs. I mean, they iced that one, not even hesitating. They were like, I gotta get this one out of the zone. But they gotta stay on the ice, so now the Buffs have their top unit out to try to extend this lead late in the second.
McConaughey shoots, and Fuller makes the chest save.
Oh.
Little pushing and shoving after the play. Refs have to kind of separate that because really any sort of physical contact is not good here in the ACHA. So just about 30 seconds left in the second period. Buffs trying to capitalize one more time and grab a 3-1 lead. McConaughey to take the draw for the Buffaloes, and he wins it. poked back by Pashenik. And now here comes Lucas Belling, trying to find a passing lane, and it's taken away. 15 seconds. Borghi tripped down there by Corey Bertola. Now there's a shot, and it's wide off the stick of Pashenik. Under 10 seconds. Garrett Fuller hangs on to it, and there are 4.5 seconds left in period 2.
Yeah, if I was Borghi, I wouldn't like that hit. That was from behind. That's not one you like to take, especially that close to the boards. Probably feels that one. Looks to get up fine, but probably some frustration after no call on that one.
Well, at this point, you just got to put it aside, and you're playing better, so, you know.
Pearson loses his stick, and it looks like he's figuring out now he's got to go take the face off.
Alex, would you ever consider pulling the goalie here if you're the Buffs?
I don't know. Maybe.
4 seconds left.
Another whistle with 0.8 of a second left.
Now you got it, right?
Yeah, now Gwynn's heading to the bench. And I think it's a penalty, actually. They're just going to send the period to a close.
Maybe,
That's just what happened.
maybe the clock just didn't start there. Not entirely sure, but Buffs up 1 after 2.
And the Buffs have their first lead of the year off of a shorthanded goal from Fred Farrow. And I really liked what I saw here in the second period.
Yeah, I mean, just the physicality alone made this game even more exciting than it already was. Big hits left and right. And excited for the last period. I mean, the Buffs really picked it up there in that second. They looked like they controlled play for the majority of that period. And they're getting contributions from everyone. It wasn't the top line player scoring, it was a penalty kill. Fred Farrow, Blake Blevins on the first one.
He's
sending that to the front. Like it's not the names we mentioned at the top of the show. It's those depth guys who worked hard and now they're the reason it's a 2-1 game right now.
And can we say that San Diego State is looking like a much different team this season?
I mean, the goaltending alone, Fuller has been staying on his head. The rebounds a little larger probably than he'd like and his coaching staff would like, but he's making big saves when he has to.
Oh, definitely. And he's lucky that Colorado hasn't capitalized on a single one of those rebounds yet. And honestly, I'd expect them to notice that this intermission and aim for that in the third period.
I mean,
you're only up 1.
Their shorthanded goal, that's when they scored. They got that rebound in front. Farrow just waiting for it. But other than that, they've had so many more than just that one that they haven't scored. And Fuller made a recovery, made the big save, but those rebounds have been noticeable.
And speaking of that shorthanded goal, the following 3 or 4 really high danger chances, they literally had Fuller like sprawling around in the crease, you know? Beautiful, beautiful set of plays and just a really intense physical period by both teams, but noticeably much more by Colorado.
Well, don't go away. This one seems to be a good one. 2-1 Colorado at the end of the second. And we'll see you in a couple minutes. We'll see you guys in about 15 at the start of the third. 2-1 Colorado leads San Diego State.
Now that's a...
Welcome back to the CU Rec Center for Period 3 action between the San Diego State Aztecs and the Colorado Buffaloes. We're playing in their season opener tonight and open their season here with a 2-game set against the Aztecs. Aiden, what's up? What's up next for the Buffs after this series?
Well, up next on our upcoming schedule, we get to face the lovely Ducks of Oregon on September 29th and 30th in Eugene.
I know another Colorado team that's in Eugene this weekend.
Well, hopefully we win that one, you know. Go 4-0, Dion.
Come on.
But yeah, we face the Oregon Ducks on 29th and 30th. Time to be determined on that game, as well as the following series at Oklahoma on October 13th and 14th. But we are back here, back also on ScoBuff Sports on October 20th and 21st for our first face-off this season against University of Central Oklahoma, who, as we do remember, demolished us last season.
Yeah, that was tough.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, I wasn't even here for that one. I just got to watch.
It was a little bit brutal.
I was calling that one sick, and it was not fun.
Yeah, it was a little bit brutal, but hopefully we're a little bit better this year, you know?
I would love to see a competitive game between that team and UCO, who are consistently one of the best teams in the ACHA.
You guys are doing amazing.
Anyways, third period action, just 30 seconds away.
Sort of.
Sort of.
They'll take the ice in 30
Buffs
seconds.
enjoying a 2-1 lead. What do the Buffs need to do to hang on to this lead and win this game?
I would say keep playing nearly the exact same way they played in the second. Limit the penalties if you can, but keep up that disruptive physicality. You saw how it frustrated and irritated San Diego State, and just keep pouring on that offensive pressure.
Yeah, the Buffs picked up their speed. They definitely picked up their speed. That helps with the physicality. You got San Diego State chasing. I want to see them put one or two more past Fuller here. They've had their chances.
Just to know they can, really.
Just put this game away, because I think they know they're the better team, and it showed a little bit.
At least in that
period.
second half.
That
yes.
second period, yeah.
Or second period, excuse me.
But just put one or two more past him early, and I think it's the Buffs' game to lose at this point.
And strategy-wise, try to shake his confidence for tomorrow. You know,
who knows if he'll play?
Exactly. We're rolling it back here against SDSU here 7 p.m. tomorrow, and we were also talking about those physicality. How do you think San Diego State is going to feel for tomorrow's game?
I don't know. We watched that hit on Kim in slow motion a couple of times. That does not feel good.
We'll get that all for you out probably tomorrow morning. A really lovely slow-mo of the Gosnell hit.
Thanks to Roberto Guerra there, our photographer here tonight.
Glad to see he's okay, but nothing's better than a big hit, you know?
Buffs Aztecs period 3's underway. 2-1 Colorado, you're watching ScoBuff Sports. I'm Alex Roberts, and I'm joined by Jared Miller and Aiden Glockner here tonight as the Buffs take the ice for the first time this season.
Oh, man, that was almost a big one.
Here's Okonski for the Aztecs, losing the puck, but able to pick it back up. Now the Aztecs
numbers.
Have some numbers. Okonski now off the puck. Mayer can't keep it in the zone. And the Aztecs are going to have to regroup. McConaughey able to squeeze by Okonski. Now, trying to squeeze around Brown. Just throws it on, and there's no one there to retrieve that puck. And the Aztecs take over again. Desmarais just is satisfied with what he did, heads to the bench. Puck loose, picked up by Ferraz, and it's sticked away by O'Gwyn. Peschenik able to muscle his way past the defense. And now he gets a chance off the post. Max Peschenik almost had a great solo effort goal.
Almost ScoBuff Sports Play of the Week.
Well, we get an icing here. Buffs will have another chance to put one past Fuller early here in the third.
And they look, at least, from that play, they look like they won it. Beautiful, beautiful move by Peschenik there. I honestly didn't think he was going to get that puck back, but he was able to skirt around that defender and really get that chance, and just right on the post,
Oh man, I wish that went in. That would have been awesome.
Well, so do I.
I also like the use of skirt around the defenseman. I don't know why.
Yeah, great verb.
Well, he kind of did, you know?
You know, I don't think Doc Emmerich ever used that one, but I think he should have.
Puck controlled by the Aztecs. It's Mason Brown, the goal scorer, as he just sends it down to O'Gwyn. And the Colorado Buffaloes exit the zone. Gosnell, who laid that hit on Kim, gets it around him. San Diego State trying to get around some offense to start here. Nice pass there up to Issa. Just sends it low, and the save is made there by Fuller. He has to make the save there. A little over 2 minutes gone in the third. Issa leaves it there. Blevins just shoots it on the tough angle. There's one that's just whipped wide and all the way down out of the zone. O'Gwyn will play it and just drop it off there for East Atlantic. Up to Trunco. Squeezes around the defense, but isn't able to get the puck back. That pass a little too far for any player to grab it. And East Atlantic has it for the Buffs. Picked up now by the Aztecs. There's a save by O'Gwyn on the shot there by Petrus. O'Brien tracking it down. Mayer back to O'Brien. Now the shot. Ooh. Short side. O'Gwyn was caught off guard, and he makes a blocker save on the rebound. Two great saves by Liam O'Gwyn. Able to get around the defense is Trunco. And Pearson will go grab the puck. He's hit into the boards by Okonski.
And Trunco through this game has been taking his new captaincy in complete stride. You know, taking over after last year's captain Quinn Schreppel, and really playing very similar with that heart and just invigorating the team, you know?
It's kind of like a Grover Cleveland, though, because I'm pretty sure he was the captain before, and then he was the coach, and now he's the captain again.
Man, that is a great reference. As Foy is tripped up, and there's no call. Fans are livid. Jared, that was a great reference. I just got to say, I was not expecting that, but it made so much sense.
You weren't expecting 23rd, and 22nd and 24th, excuse me, President Grover Cleveland on the broadcast?
Grover Cleveland from New Jersey.
Was not on my bingo card.
From New Jersey, too. So that... I don't live too far from where he grew up.
And as we all know, being from New Jersey is maybe the worst thing possible.
Jared takes massive offense to that.
I did take offense to that.
Jared will remember that. About 4 minutes gone here in the third period. 2-1 Colorado. Chance to make it 3-1. Well, the puck isn't necessarily the kindest there for Colorado. Kate dumps it back into the zone, but it would be offsides if any Buff touched it. Another hit there by Farrow. Another one of those bruisers on this Colorado team.
And Farrow's been really strong.
Yeah, he hit a goal and an assist, too, on top of all the physicality he's throwing. If there was fighting, he'd be one step away from the Gordie Howe hat trick, but I don't expect to see that.
Farrow just levels Cameron Henderson as the physicality just continues. And now here comes Farrow and Foy on a 2-on-1. Farrow shoots. Save made by Fuller.
A really good execution of that play, though. Took his shot, left the rebound open. Well done.
I mean,
Brown loses control, and now the net comes off and the whistle is blown. O'Gwyn slow to get up a little bit, and he's kind of on top of
I
one
think
of
he's
his
just stuck.
teammates.
Yeah, I think he's tangled currently with, I'm honestly not sure who. Farrow.
Oh, he seems to be everywhere right now.
Yeah. I mean, he laid a big hit, then hit the knob of the stick. I mean, that was probably inches from being a 3-2 goal, or 3-1 game for the Buffs. Right off the knob of the stick. Man. I mean, big hit after big hit. It's just so much fun to watch.
Farrow's been fantastic tonight. You know, played that fantastic, hitting all over. O'Gwyn still with equipment issues, but I forgive him. Farrow's just been really, really noticeable tonight.
Yeah, Farrow is one of those players that not only can just hit you, but he can make you pay for it. As he started that 2-on-1 play with that big hit, and he kind of came away with it and started that 2-on-1 with Keaton Foy.
No, honestly, if they awarded stars of the game, you know, at this level, my vote for him would be first.
Interesting. It seems like the Colorado Buffaloes were kind of forced into calling a timeout there for when to fix his equipment.
Well, this is interesting.
Maybe not the worst thing, but certainly something you don't want, especially in a game that's only a 1-goal difference.
Well, and hopefully the equipment's just okay. Because he's working with it right now.
Yeah, it looks like his pad just came a little undone there, and restrapping it up. Should be fine. But maybe just an awkward kind of tie up there in the net.
Should be fine. I just, you know, it's not, that wasn't his fault in the slightest. And, you know, to have to burn the only timeout for Colorado is not great.
Well, it seems like he's all fine. The equipment's fine. He's testing it out, making sure it works, and looks like it works. And that's what you want.
Looks like, yeah, I mean, I guess so. I hope it works. Because hockey pucks hurt.
Oh, yeah, they do. Last thing you want is that vulcanized rubber going right to your chest at 70+ miles per hour minimum. Belly keeps into the zone. That shot's blocked. And Borgie can't take control, but now the puck is floating in the neutral zone, picked up by Pashenik. Top line out there for the Buffs. Pashenik back to Borgie, able to, and he can't hang on to it. Lucas Bellick takes it away. Now here's Marcus Kim, guarded by Gosnell. Bellick shoots, saved by O'Gwyn.
Yeah, I think the equipment's working, Alex.
Pads are working.
Oh, and that one almost
man.
went right past O'Gwyn. It bouncer of a puck. Those sometimes are sometimes the hardest to stop, and that's icing.
Big save there from O'Gwyn.
And I mean, that was a little close.
Yeah,
that
that second one
close call.
a little worrisome.
Luckily, though, I hope probably settled back in. You know, equipment issues. You're like, is it still gonna? Yeah, it works. Good thing for him to know.
Trying to get that one blockered away by O'Gwyn above the net. And now the Buffs are able to try and get possession as they fight for it on the boards. Almost picked up there. Now the Aztecs have it. Shaking off the puck there is Hennessy. And now picked up once again by the Aztecs behind the net.
Ooh.
Desmarais trying to control it. Can't get it, now cleared away. Here comes McConaughey, trying to kick past Okonski, and the stick makes a play. Borgie can't get a stick on it either.
Well, I was just about to say after that equipment issue that the intensity of this game kind of died down, but it looks like they're picking it back up a little bit.
Here's McConaughey with a load of speed. Giving it off. Issa almost lost it after McConaughey kind of inadvertently kicked it out. And now it's cleared. This will be icing against the Aztecs. We'll go back to the San Diego State zone.
And we've mentioned McConaughey's speed a lot, but honestly, I think a bigger factor to that part of his game is his acceleration. He's extremely good at picking up pace rapidly and flying down the ice. And I think that's why, that's why he's been able to beat a lot of those defenders that he's blown past.
Issa takes the face-off for the Buffaloes, and they're able to control it after the commotion in the circle. Behind the San Diego State net, now Hartman picks it up. Sends it down low for Issa. Trying to get that pass into the slot, and it's taken away. Hartman can't keep it in the zone. Here's Islanik. Send it back. San Diego State will clear the zone once again. And O'Gwyn has to cover after a speeding Corey Bertolo was threatening. Under 13 minutes left in regulation. 2-1 hockey game here at the CU Rec Center. Buffaloes have the lead in their season opener.
A lot of time left, though, in this one. Close game. A lot of fun, though, I must say. I'm glad to be back.
For sure. Oh, boy, am I happy to be back too. It's been a long, long summer.
You're telling me about it. I was been working on these graphics package since May, and I was like, oh, let's use them. And then it's another 3 months until I actually get to.
Now here's Marcin Cavenchus. Giving it back to Trunco. Ferguson blasts one. Blocked. And now the Aztecs will clear.
Marcin Cavenchus ailing back to the bench here after. I didn't exactly see what happened, but he's certainly in a discomfort in his arm, it looks like.
Here's Pearson weaving his way in, trying to get that pass to Farrow. It's loose, and he almost had a chance to bang home a loose puck. Pearson, aggressive, shaking that puck loose off of the stick of Cameron Henderson. Puck goes up into the net and out. Someone in the stands is going to be able to get a little souvenir puck. That is if the rec staff does not come and try and take that away. Just under 12 minutes left in period 3.
I just want to highlight the great defensive play that San Diego State made about a minute ago with that cross-ice pass that was dead set for a wide open shot at a goal for Colorado, and San Diego was able to read that and completely knock it off.
San Diego State playing with much more determination and just overall playing like a much more competent hockey team than they were last season. And they're really challenging the Buffaloes here in their D1 opener. Bandoni can't shake off the San Diego State defense. And now the Buffs have to dump it back in. Fuller taps it over to Belly. Pass to Kim. Cross ice to Brown. Trying to find Ferraz behind the net, but all he finds is Cade Niezlanik, and that's the wrong team.
Numbers.
Niezlanik, here comes a potential 2-on-1. Niezlanik gets a breakaway! Save made by Fuller.
And what poise Fuller had there, standing so strong in net there, completely square to the puck.
Pashenik shoots, deflected, and wide of the net. Under 11 minutes to go in period 3. Bandoni behind the net. Deflected and cleared by the Aztecs. Kim gets it ahead, now Desmarais. Desmarais looking for a pass. He just finds the puck once again. Mayer, back Cathell. Cathell trying to find that centering pass for Hennessy, missed it. Puck loose and cleared away. Okonski just slaps it, and it's in the net. Tie game. A shot from Logan Okonski may have gotten tipped by Max Cathell, but regardless, the game is now tied once again.
And that was a great job by San Diego State there. There's been pressure the entire period from Colorado, and they just kind of took a couple steps. There was a big hit in the center there that knocked Colorado's defense kind of off course. Buffs were scrambling, and a little tip shot goes just above the left shoulder of O'Gwen, top corner.
Colorado takes control of the opening face-off after the Aztecs have found a way to tie this game.
And now you look, just the moments prior, Niezlanik had the chance on the breakaway that Fuller was able to reject. And now it's a tie game. Just unable to beat Fuller tonight more than twice. But when you generate a lot of chances, it's a little frustrating probably to be on the Buffs bench.
Face-off control by the Aztecs, as they've shown a lot of fight here tonight. Mayer behind there, right in front, Blevins, oh, and a fan on a chance there for Issa to get his first goal with the D1 team. Puck still loose, Gold over for Kate, he shoots, deflected, and Issa had another opportunity. He gets it back, another shot blocked, and now a penalty is called after the mess in front of the net.
Oh man, I cannot believe that puck did not go in the net. We got a slashing penalty on the Aztecs, and now the Buffs head to the power play with 9:35 left and a chance to regain the lead. Logan Okansky, it looks like, is heading to the box.
Well, he just got the assist on that second goal. His shot got deflected, and that's how they beat O'Gwyn.
And this power play here, this next 2 minutes, is where if you're Colorado, you want to score here, completely take back the momentum in this game from San Diego State and really control the end of it here.
9:34 left in the third. 2-2 hockey game into the back half of the third period. Pass down low. Pearson, they have the second power play unit out to start this power play. Ferguson shoots just wide. Pearson up top. Pearson, and that's out of the zone, offsides.
It was close. It was close, but it did cross the blue line. Buffs still looking to get this one back. A minute 36 left on the power play.
Draw control by the Buffaloes. Here's Kate. In the neutral zone, he just sends it way back for Ferguson. Ferguson drops it off. Here's Trunco. Trunco tried, and it looks like some miscommunication there between Trunco and Pearson. Leads to San Diego State clearing the puck.
Just got to talk better on the ice.
Puck floating around in the Buff zone as
Now-
they have a minute left on this power play.
Ferguson heading to the bench in some pain, it looks like now.
Oh, nice move to shake Cathell from Trunco. Here's Gosnell now. Across the blue line, down behind the San Diego State net. Gosnell loses control, but picks it back up. Now trying to shake off Henderson. Puck still floating in the San Diego State zone. Borghi picks it up. Here's Gosnell, back to Borghi. Borghi waits, pivots, cross ice looking for Marcin Cavenchus, who's back on the ice after what looked to be maybe a hand issue, but he's back on the ice. Under 30 seconds left on this power play. Issa, who's had a couple good chances here in this third period, sends it deep. And he gets... Fuller lost his stick for a second, able to pick it back up. 10 seconds on the power play. Picked up by the Buffs. Here's Borghi. Gosnell, 5 seconds left. Pleschenik, got to take a shot here. Pleschenik can't get one off, and that penalty time is up. 7.5 left in the game. Gosnell shot is blocked, but a loose puck is loose. And it's in the net! It's in the net! Buffs take the lead!
Issa.
3-2. George Issa looks to get the goal.
Well,
Tenacity by the Buffs. They don't give up. They don't, even when the power play has ended, they keep going, scrambling for the net, and it banks home somehow.
yeah, no clue how that ended up in the net. Couldn't really see bodies in front. And the puck just, all I saw was the puck in the back of the net and the crowd go wild. And just like that, it's 3-2. But there is a discussion at the scorer's box. We'll see
I
what
would
the refs
assume it'd
decide
be
here.
some sort of goaltender interference. Because it was just an
Possibly.
absolute scramble to try and put one in.
Obviously, we have a different angle than the refs do it down on the ice. It's hard to really tell what was happening.
Yeah, I agree. It's really difficult.
It looks like this one is going to stand after all. 3-2 Colorado.
Boy, we've got a nail biter here. Who would have thought that the first game of the year against a team that won just one game last year would be this close?
Well, I mean, last year when these two teams played in their first match, it was a 3-1 game. It was a close
That is right.
contest. And I think it's visibly shown that San Diego State has improved in their second season as an ACHA D1 program. So Colorado has looked good as well. It's just a good battle, and it's a fun night here at the Rec.
Draw controlled by the Aztecs. George Issa gets the goal.
And that's the kind of momentum-shifting goal we were looking for. Colorado was looking a little bit beat around by San Diego State for a minute there, and I hope that this goal spurs them back on. 7 more minutes of just giving it your all and win the game.
Into the rafters. That puck into the rafters, whistle here, 7 minutes left in the third period.
And so the Buffs back in front after the goal by George Issa. And he got a couple really good looks earlier in that third period that he just fanned on. Had an open cage, but he's able to get one after just fighting down low.
Farrow with
Aztecs
another big hit.
keeps it in the zone. Cathell shoots, and oh my gosh, he almost had a second of the game. O'Gwynn has to make a good glove save.
I mean, Farrow is just a wrecking ball out there right
Farrow's
now.
going at it. He's just going for his all. But O'Gwen there, beautiful glove save. It wasn't at the net, I don't think, but
It's better
flashed
safe
that
than
glove out.
sorry.
Exact, better save than sorry.
Oh, man.
Good one, good one. That's a good one. Took me a second.
Thank you.
Took me a second.
You know, I gotta lighten up the broadcast here.
Draw controlled by the Buffs. Ferguson being pushed around, and he's able to stay on. Here's Dickinson. Wearing 93, Dickinson stays with the puck. Dickinson behind the net. He still has it. Now gets it back. Here's Kate. He shoots. Fuller makes the stop, and a whistle is called. Loose stick on the ice, a little bit of a shoving. Dickinson not happy with something, maybe. Maybe trying to get under their skin, but 6.5 left.
I mean, the Buffs definitely have players who can get under the other team's skin. I think we saw that last year, and I think we're seeing it already this year. I mean,
Definitely.
Just the physicality, like we've been saying it, that physicality is a difference maker, especially if you don't do anything costly. As a
Exactly.
result.
No, this final 6:30 is big. If you can kind of just be disciplined, play to your strengths, and just frustrate them and close it out, that is a statement. Final 6.5. Just close out a solid win.
Draw not quite controlled by the Buffs. Now it is. Ferguson, his shot off of a stick and out of play. So we have another face-off coming up. And so the Buffs enjoying a 1-goal lead. 6:21 left in the third. San Diego State now down for the count. They've played well while trailing before. They've already been trailing this game. They were able to tie it up. But can they do it again? Off the draw, the Aztecs send it behind the net. Puck is loose, almost picked up there by Pearson. Had a chance to pick it up, but he couldn't quite control it. Pearson being physical there, draws a turnover. There's a shot, and Fuller makes a great save. Marcin Cavendish had a good look.
I don't think that SDSU bench would have been happy if that went in, because that looked like a trip to me from up here.
Honestly, I think they kind of fell, but no, that would have been kind of a very just disjointed, disruptive goal, but just beautiful, tracking the puck the whole way, just gloved right into his glove by Fuller.
Here's Gold back to Kate. Down low, it's Blevins. Blevins able to keep control, but trying to find a Buff player right in front of the net. Instead, the Aztecs are able to force that turnover. Demarais now gives it back. Hennigan sent down, and the puck is iced. 5.5 left, 3-2 Colorado.
If you're San Diego State here, Jared, what is your game plan for this final 5.5?
You gotta get out of your zone without icing the puck. Get a little more consistent pressure. Mostly been one and done. I mean, they scored their goal when they put up some pressure. But other than that, Colorado's been in the offensive zone. You gotta just get sustained pressure on the other side of the ice and score. I think that's the obvious statement.
O'Gwynn has to cover after the puck was taken off of Hennessy and just slowly rolled over to O'Gwen. He covers it, and there'll be a face-off. Looks like to the left of him.
Those have got to be the nicest pucks coming to a goalie, though, you know? Just the little, like, 5 mile an hour, slowly gliding around.
Oh, I don't know, though. It might be scarier, because then you got everyone coming after you, too. I mean, oh, man.
I mean, can't you say, like, everything's scary in hockey in a way?
I mean, have you seen Faro this game?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would not want to be on the other side of that
at this
one.
point, here's Borgie basically leaving it for McConaughey, who has a shot stopped by Fuller off his blocker.
If I'm McConaughey there, honestly, I have a little bit of time and space. I think he should have waited a second or two more before shooting that, get a little bit closer and try to maybe fake out Fuller a little bit. You know, just pad the lead.
I feel like the clock slowed down a lot here.
I agree. I'm like, wow.
I'm getting a little cold now.
Off the draw, it's controlled by Colorado, and we've entered the final 5 minutes of regulation. Peshenik wrestling down the San Diego State defense. Borgie can't get it past Fuller, and those are the reasons why San Diego State is still in this game.
Fuller has been marvelous. Obviously, there have been 3 that have gotten past him, but other than that, he's been fantastic this game.
Garrett Fuller from Airdrie, Alberta, having a great game here. There's a shot. O'Gwen able to make the save. Wow. And prevent the time goal. Now here comes a chance. 2-on-1. There's a shot high over the net.
Again, just wait a little bit longer, you know, a second or 2 more.
Here come the Aztecs. O'Brien shakes off a defender, now gets a pass. Bellick, open, player trying to wrap around, and they score. Cameron Ferraz ties the game with just under 4 minutes left in the third. It's 3-3.
And that's unfortunate. That was a really good play by San Diego State there. They were kind of getting just pushed around, and just a quick, you know, beautiful little adjustment at the blue line to keep it onside. Couple passes, get around, and they're able to wrap it in.
Yeah, that just shows good practice of patience. And
It's
it
good
paid off.
hustle. I mean, the wraparound doesn't work a lot of the time, but it comes out, it pays off in a big way for the Aztecs here as they tie the game.
And it was smart. They recognized O'Gwen was caught out of position, and it worked.
So Cameron Ferraz gets the game tying goal. Had 3 points in their 6-3 win against Loyola Marymount last week. Scored a goal with 2 assists. That's his second of the year. Puck just sitting around as they just battle for it in the boards. Demarais tries to send it in, get some offense going for San Diego State once again, maybe try and get a game-winning goal before the end of regulation. About 3 minutes left in regulation now. Here's Brown. Back, Kim shoots, blocked, and goes behind the net.
Buffs need to settle this down a little bit here. The Aztecs are getting a little too comfortable there in the offensive zone. They're taking a lot of chances they weren't earlier. And CU looks a little bit scrambled at the moment. Just settle it down, calm the game down. Again, keep playing to your strengths and pull this out.
So under 3 minutes left in regulation time. Pearson will face off against the goal scorer who just tied the game, Cameron Ferraz. That goes off the stick of Pearson and into the Aztec zone. Marcin Cavenchus. Pearson. Marcin Cavenchus trying to keep it in the zone. He cannot. And the Buffs have to get back on side. Under 2.5 left in regulation. 3-3 hockey game here on Scobuff Sports. O'Gwyn is going to have to cover here with 2:15 to go, and it's going to be a defensive zone face-off for the Buffaloes.
It's exciting one here in Boulder right now. 3:30, 2:15 left. We'll see what happens in these last couple minutes.
The face-off is controlled by Colorado now. Trying to get that through. They get it through the defense. Here's Blevins. Hands off. Issa scores! Colorado regains the lead with 2:03 left in the third. 4-3 Buffs. George Issa is second of the period. Are they having a discussion here?
Yeah, I don't know about what. Nothing stood out to me as like,
What could they possibly be talking about?
My only guess is offside.
Nice.
It looked, there was the little fumble. I don't think it was offside, but there was a little bit of a fumble as, I believe it was Blevins was trying to get it around Issa. I think he got it. But they're just checking that is what I would assume. What a beautiful just play for both of those two, completely on their own, and a great shot by Issa.
well, again, it's gonna count. Third time this game, we gotta say that.
That's like the third time that they've had to review it after we scored. Issa, the goal scorer, goes back into the face-off circle. And during all that commotion, Rapolas Marcin Cavenchus headed to the locker room and looks to be done for the day. Now here comes Mason Brown. They've got an opportunity. It's taken away by Nislanik. Now it's loose, and Marcus Kim can't get to it.
Oh, man.
Under 2 minutes left.
I have to imagine the next time San Diego gets a chance down the ice, they might have to pull. Come on.
Blevins tried to get in there, poked away by Garrett Fuller.
Really smart poke check there by Fuller.
Fuller inching toward the bench with under a minute and a half
There he
left.
goes.
And he's off. Empty net for San Diego State. 1:20 left. Sent deep. Picked up now, Pashenik. Pashenik going for the empty net. Pashenik, it's blocked there. Now it's Ferguson. He shoots to the empty net. Off the crossbar. Crossbar challenge. Successful for Ferguson. He can't put this one away. 1 minute left in regulation. There it is. McConaughey scores to end this game. 5-3 Colorado. And that's the first 2-goal lead either squad has had tonight. And so off the draw with 50 seconds left. There's Bellig. Back to Ferguson, over the head of any Colorado player. Goes back into the San Diego State zone, 40 seconds left. O'Brien out past Nolan Conrad. Under 30 to go. Here's Bandoni. Bandoni just dumps it in. Foy will pick it up with 15. And it's cleared. Here's Nolan Conrad. for the Aztecs. Drops it back, and he's hit again. Gosnell, another big hit. An emphatic way to end this one. The Buffs take the season opener, 5-3 over the Aztecs.
Well, Gosnell left his mark again at the dying seconds there. Another huge hit. And the Buffs take this one 5-3. What a game.
Who would have expected the first game of the year to be an absolute thriller?
I thought we were going to overtime there for a second, honestly.
And I know Alex wanted a little bit, just a little bit.
Hey, Buffs are able to pull out with the win. 5-3 the final score here from the CU Rec Center. Thanks to 2 huge goals from George Issa to take the lead in the back half of the period, and then of course the game-winning goal.
Yeah, so want to know the best part about this? We gotta do it again tomorrow.
We get to do it again tomorrow night.
Oh, let's beat him again tomorrow. 7 p.m. You can see it on the bottom there. September 23rd, tomorrow, Saturday, 7 p.m. A rematch against the San Diego State Aztecs. Had a great game they played, honestly, tonight. No fault of their own. We played better, but after coming off of a 120-1 season, this was a really, really well-played game by them.
Yeah, San Diego State is tonight really showcased that they got a chance to compete here in the ACHA, not just in the D1, just in general. They just look like a more competitive hockey team. Why was football on my mind?
So what?
Because well, I don't know. I guess that's the prime effect. That's what I'm going to blame.
Okay. That's tomorrow too.
That is tomorrow.
So once the Buffs take down Oregon, because they will, even though they are 21-point underdogs. Once they take down Oregon, head on down to the Rec tomorrow at 7 p.m. so you can watch your Buffs play the Aztecs once again.
I want to talk about Fuller. I want to talk about Garrett Fuller on San Diego. He was fantastic. 4 goals got past him, and honestly, only like 1 was really kind of mediocre by him, honestly. I would say that he had a solid, fantastic game. Every like high danger chance the Buffs had, bar 4, obviously. He was square to the puck, solid in net, made himself big, and just positioning overall, calmness. He was able to like center himself back down after each goal, and he really just played really, really well.
It was the depth that showed up today for the Buffs. McConaughey put in the empty net, but the 4 goals before that, it was Blevins, Farrow, Issa, the ones contributing the most.
Well, you were talking about that earlier with that. We had that top line last year that did pretty much everything. And you were talking about that earlier with the new additions we've got. We've got Issa, we've got Marcin Kavachus, we've got, a bunch of...
It was noticeable, too, from the start.
A bunch of different players on, all lines who can now contribute, who can now hit, who can now, and we saw hitting and checking tonight, and who can now
just
score very clearly.
What a game.
And we get to do it all again tomorrow night. And with that, thanks for tuning into this broadcast here on ScoBuff Sports. I've been Alex Roberts, joined by Jared Miller and Aiden Glockner. Thanks so much for tuning into the season opener for the D1 hockey squad here at the University of Colorado Boulder. Have a good night, and you heard it here first.